Hare we are just recording in the Zoom, okay? We are just recording in the Zoom. Oh, this beautiful scenery there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Okay. Beautiful background.
Yeah, but this looks like Zoom automatically focus on your face. That's why the background is a little blurry.
I love that detail. It's very good. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. In the Zoom, I got a Vrindavan background. I don't know, it looks so beautiful. Like Vrindavan. Wow. Hare Krishna. Oh, wow. You want to do it right now? Okay. This one? It's okay. Don't hear. Will they sing? Will they sing something? Will they sing? Will they sing something or not? No? Why don't you give the garland to her? You want to do the garland, the flower? Okay, let's fold our hand and we pray to Lord Vasudev to give us a purificatory knowledge to purify our consciousness so we can perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritam Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Astaprayesu Avadresu Nitam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistaki. So we are reciting today Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 3, and text we began from, who remembers? 29 and onwards. We could not finish up to 35, but we'll start from 35 next week, but we'll go up to 34. Because the question we made, 11th question, is already covered. But we are making the question that relevant to our life. You follow? That's why it is thoroughly We're not just reading, how we can apply this in our life. Okay, so we are going on a text 29. Krishna, Krishna. No, chapter 3. Chapter 3, text 29. Everybody has the book? Yeah? Oh, Krishna. Can you imagine within 10 feet we forget? Within 10 feet, it's hard to remember, yeah. Okay, so we do responsibly or we do together? Together, okay, let's do together. Prakritir guna sammodha sajjante guna karmasu tan akristano vidho mandhan Krishna binvat vichalayet. From Mataji's side, somebody read the translation, please. Purport? Okay, just hold on one second. So when you are hearing, what you are hearing, if you focus on this, Krishna is speaking to Arjuna in the battlefield, particularly about who understands Krishna consciousness. Who? He is answering here. You'll see most of the people don't understand or don't appreciate Krishna consciousness. Are you familiar with that? People don't even care that we are here or not. We go Kirtan, Harinam, book distribution, but people are not interested. So their word is their Mandan. We just read Mandan. Prabhupada said, Krishna said, they're lazy. Are they lazy? They're working very hard. Yes, they're lazy for self-realization. They're not interested to know who they are, why they are here in this world. What is this world? Is there a creator? They're not interested. Everybody understand this? So when you hear the purport, you can relate. Krishna is answering to Arjuna that people will not appreciate Krishna consciousness. Why? Because they're lazy about self-realization, about spiritual life. Not lazy for their own sense gratification, but very specific. The word is there on the third line, Mandan. Then fourth line, Krishna is speaking, you are devotee, you have knowledge, don't pressure them. Wait, don't pressure them, then we should not go out and distribute books. This thing should pops in our head, that what Krishna is trying to say. See if you can pick from the purport. Then we can relate how it is related to our life. Okay, everybody got it? Some idea? Okay, go ahead, please. Who are they? Who are they? Those are good. Who said that? Very good. You very good. She picked him. Can you see that? Those who are aware of Krishna consciousness. Who? Us. It will be shame that if we think like we are not aware, what we are doing then? Haribol. Thank you. Yeah. Very good. So here Krishna is saying we should not disturb because it will disrupt. You know the word disrupt? Like you're supposed to take left turn and you're whoever, somebody significant talking to you so much, you forgot, you keep on going. We missed the exit. Now you have to go back and take off and again come back. It's like and you're running late. How do you feel? You don't feel good. You understand when you drive to airport, you're running like 10 minutes, you have to reach there and you're just talking, this person is talking so much, whoever it is, don't take it wrong way. But you lost the exit. Now you have to take next exit and then you have to come and again get out. It's like this is how life is. So Krishna is saying, don't disturb them because it will disrupt their what? Why? What is that? Is Krishna saying not to preach? No, there's two types of progression you have to remember. That's why Acharya's commentary. Krishna said correct. One is gradual progression and another rapid. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, let's have a Namhatta everywhere. And people get married, they have a children, family, do Namhatta, then slowly, they increase their bhajan and they leave this world, go back to spiritual world. Oh, when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur started the movement, he said, no, right now, everybody join, have a big marching battalion, brahmachari, sannyasi. So one time in a morning walk, they asked Prabhupada, was there any difference between Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur? Prabhupada said, yes. One says, gradually, slowly go. Another says, right now, we have emergency. You can see the dramatic within, you follow? And Prabhupada said, that's the only difference they have, just the application. And our Prabhupada also, in India, he tried. It didn't work. But in the West, he started rapid. Everybody joined. Within a few years, they're taking sannyas. It's like really like a revolutionary. And that's why ISKCON became like that, because of Prabhupada and Krishna's, of course, point. So we should understand how to understand this verse. That Krishna is saying you should not disturb because you are knowledgeable. And if you tell them, just like for an example, I give you an example. Just imagine your daughter, or your child in the hospital for operation, something serious. Now the doctor said, tomorrow we'll have an operation and then the healing period is 3 days. The child has to stay and then we'll see if it is okay to go home or not. But if the father is crying or mother is crying, oh, child already finished, operation finished, should come now. Now what will be the proper case? The child is supposed to come back home, get better. But should we keep the child in the hospital for some time being to heal or bring it back? It should not depend on the mental emotion of the parents. You follow? It's question of doctor can see whether child will go home and will take care. No, maybe here is better. We can observe and see because it's just a child, an operation. So similarly, when we think that we have to speed up the process, whether I'm a grihastha, just entered in family life, and sannyasi comes and say, you all have to renounce. We just got married. You're just getting, it's not connecting them. You follow my language? It's not connecting. So Krishna is saying that it will disrupt their mentality. Rather, you should encourage them that they should flourish in their marriage and make successful, invite others, do Nam Kirtan every day. Why? Nishingadev told to Prahlad Maharaj, Bhogena punyam kushalena papam, in 7th canto, 10th chapter, I believe the verse 13. Bhogena punyam kushalena papam. Prahlad Maharaj is eternally pure devotee. But Nishingadev told him, don't be fanatic. When the enjoyment comes, because he's emperor, you know, emperor has enjoyment, so much enjoyment. When enjoyment comes, enjoy like you are just passing the days, good time, due to your good karma. When suffering comes, you're going to suffer. So what you should do? This is a very nice psychology Nishingadev told before he left. He told Prahlad, do chanting every day. So then when bad reaction will come, you can counter. Everybody follow? For good things will come in your life. You don't have to do anything. It will come. For good thing it comes, okay, you enjoy it. Don't worry about it. But what do you do with the bad things? Because it affects you. So what do you have to do? You have to do good chanting, good sadhana every day. So bad things will come, but it will not affect you. Everybody understanding my point? So this is called Krishna consciousness on this sloka. Krishna is trying to say, don't disrupt where they are. Give them a formula where they can slowly progress, not speed. So back to again question answering that there is a two process. One is gradual progression, slowly. Everybody has to prepare departing this world. And another one is rapid. Now, if somebody is like for an example, somebody just had enough experience of family life and this, that, he should just go for spiritual life. In that case, if the push is there, it's good. It's nothing wrong. He already had experience. What more you want experience? You think by experiencing more, you will get the renunciation? Never. Everybody understanding that point also? It's not like more you enjoy, you will eventually wear out. No, there is no such thing. This is a false imagination. So this is what Krishna is saying. It's so nice that Krishna is pointing out this. Another point is here also that when we join in Krishna consciousness, we are not so much in relishing spirituality that it does not matter who is singing, how the midanga sound, how the song sound, we are all blissful. No, in reality, we say, who is playing midanga? Don't even know how to play midanga. Can you play, Prabhu? Just horrible music. Where is this horrible music coming? Because we are trying to experience spiritual relishment through material means. If the cake has no sugar, the cake, birthday cake, it's okay, Prabhu, I don't need more. This is, I'll take it with me. No. So, now, Prabhu, this is prasadam. Yes, prasadam. Because there is no sugar in the cake, whoever made the cake forgot it. I'm not insulting anybody, don't take it wrong. I'm just giving an example. So you lose you feel like there's no taste. So are you tasting prasadam or are you tasting the sugar? Which one? Thank you. So we have to be realistic. Krishna says, don't disturb them. Give them a cake with the sugar. You follow? This is Krishna's proposal. Then at the same time, we also have to have a vision to elevate our consciousness to a point where prasadam is prasadam. Holy name is holy name. Who is singing and how the melody is every 5 minutes changing the melody or not? Or is the same melody for 2 hours? Oh God, it's boring. Can you make a little change? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, go back and forth. You feel like, okay, I can dance, it's good. It's like going same. That's why I mentioned when Prabhupada was sick in Vrindavan, Krishna Balaram temple, there was one singer and he was singing. It was like a little melodious, trying to make it. I don't remember how it was, but it was like this. Everybody knows that story. And something, he was like doing something. He thought Prabhupada will like it. So Prabhupada told his servant, where is that boy yesterday he was singing? Now he is a Western boy, and he's singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. But he was serious. He's really trying to please Prabhupada by chanting. You follow? But he didn't have a, whatever the sound you say, the melodious or something was not there. Huh? Soft. Swar was not there. But Prabhupada asked him to sing. You understand the point? Because we want to hear the sincere calling out for Krishna. But to be realistic, if there is no good harmonium play, good mridanga play, we may not feel attracted. Why? Because we want to experience spiritual nourishment through material. This is the problem. You follow? But is there anything wrong? No. We should not judge it. This is the point of this verse. Krishna says, do not judge. It's okay where they are. Slowly, slowly they will elevate to a point where they will be attracted to calling out Krishna. Whoever is calling, they will be attracted. So that's what it is. Okay, good. Let's go to the next one. Oh, there's a one point I made. It's very nice. One's seriousness is not determined by one's ashram, but by one's conviction. Make sense? By determination, commitment. Because if I am about to die right now, will Krishna see that, oh, he was a brahmachari, he's trying to take sannyas? Good. I'll take him, send him to Golok Vrindavan. Will he do that? Or he's going to see how much shelter I have taken in his lotus feet? Which one he'll see? If I am about to die right now, will Krishna see that what ashram I am going from Vanaprastha to sannyas, or how serious I am, how committed I am, how much shelter I have? Which one? Yes. So everybody understood this verse. That's why Krishna says, don't disturb, but because Krishna is not interested what ashram you are, he's interested how serious, dedicated soul you are. Make sense? Okay, good. Thank you. This is a beautiful verse. I mean, we can talk all day about it, but we'll go to the next verse together. Oh, this is the verse. I asked whoever I know, you must memorize this verse whole life. Because Prabhupada says this is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita in this one verse, the 30. Okay, together. Mayi sarvani karmani sannasa adhatma chetasa mirasini mama bhutta juddasya vigato jara. Let's do two more times because this is a very important verse. Mayi sarvani karmani sannasa adhatma chetasa mirasini mama bhutta juddasya vigato jara. Mayi sarvani karmani sannasa adhatma chetasa nirasini mama bhutta juddasya vigato jara. Ildar Prabhu, can you read this? Lethargy, you know lethargy? I don't feel like to go to Tejaswini tonight because I want to just lie down, relax, and just watch a movie. But there is a Harikatha. Yeah, it's okay. I'm tired. This is called lethargy. Caused by what? Where the lethargy comes from? Ignorance. Very good. Ignorance. Three modes is playing. I don't like this Prabhu, just way he talks. I don't like this Mataji, the way he sounds. This is called Rajagun. We are sitting with the devotees, but mind is creating. I don't like that. This is Rajagun. You have to try to be out of those. But you have to recognize that this is not me, you. Even though it seems like I am thinking about this, her or him, But it is not me. It is like a Rajagun, like a red glass. Everything is red. But it's not everything red. I'm taking shelter through a particular modes. You follow? I don't feel like to chant today. This is Tamagun. It's not me. So if we can recognize, then we can get out of it. You follow? But if we don't recognize, we think, oh, that is me. Then it's a big problem. Okay. Go ahead, Prabhu. Purport. In military discipline, everybody understand? Do you know what is military discipline? What is military discipline? Correct. You just do it. Prabhupada gave such a secret that our life should be like this. We should think we are in a camp, military. In the morning, they say, get up and march. You know, sir, can I just sleep a little longer? They'll, you know what they do? Ask Shankar Prabhu, the kitchen cook, he was in military. There are many military officers in our Prabhupada's disciples. They'll kick you, like literally with the boot. Poof, get out. And I won't say those words, they use those words. I'm serious. And Prabhupada said, this is a very nice example, Prabhupada put it. Okay, go ahead, Prabhu.
Living entity cannot be kept independent of the cooperation of the Supreme Lord because the internal constitution position of the living entity is to become subordinate to the desires of the Lord. Arjuna was therefore ordered by Sri Krishna to fight as if the Lord were his military commander. One has to sacrifice everything for the good will of the Supreme Lord. At the same time, discharge prescribed duties without claiming priority. Arjuna did not have to consider the order of the Lord. He had only to execute his order. The Supreme Lord is the soul of all souls. Therefore, one who depends solely and wholly on the Supreme Lord, soul without personal consideration, or in other words, one who is fully Krishna consciousness, is called Adhyatma Chetasa. Nirasik means that one has to act on the order of the master. Nor should one ever expect fruitive results. The cashier may count millions of dollars for his employee, but he does not claim a cent for himself. Similarly, one has to realize that nothing in the world belongs to any individual person, but that everything belongs to the Supreme Lord. That is the reason.
Can you explain that example to me? What do you understand when you go to bank? You have $1 million. No, but the girl behind the counter, how she acts? Is she responsible? Will she get any penny out of my $1 million? I'm depositing in my account. Will she get a penny from it? So should she care? I don't care. $1 million, okay, leave it here. Will she do like that? Or she will really pay attention and count? Exactly. She performs as if it is her money. Do you feel that when I'm sure you went to the bank sometime with the cash, and the girl acts like, or a boy, whoever, acts like this is her money, and she put in a machine or she counts and she enter into computer, not like, okay, it's okay, I'm not getting any of it, just leave it here. No, she is very attentive. You follow? She knows that she will not get anything out of it. We have to act like this. This is a good example Prabhupada gave. In spiritual life, we have to act like this. That as if everything is important. When we chant is important, when we go to temple, whatever service we do, very important, as if everything depends on me. But at the same time, we are not the owner. Krishna is the owner for his pleasure. There is a consciousness. So these examples helps us. Makes sense? Okay, go ahead, Prabhu.
When one acts certainly he does not claim proprietorship over anything. This misconsciousness is called nirmana, for nothing is mine. And if there is any reluctance to execute such a stern order with which is without consideration or of so-called kinsman in the bodily relationship, that the reluctance should be thrown off. In this way, one may become Vigatagvara or without feverish mentality or lethargy.
Now, nirmama, just one second. This word nirmama that you just read, it's a very significant also. Sometime within us, you'll see some devotee will say, I won't say the name, told me a few times. When I get $1 million, I'm going to help the temple and build a temple. Try to understand, Krishna doesn't need money. Krishna is not looking for you to make money. What Krishna wants, what you have now, what do you do with it? You follow? What you have now, even if you have $5, what do you do with the $5? Krishna is interested. He's not interested when you will become millionaire and what you will do with it. Does Krishna need another temple? No. Krishna doesn't need anything. Prahlad Maharaj says, Naeva Atmana Prabhu Nija Labha Purna. He is self-satisfied. God is completely self-satisfied. He doesn't need anything from us. So what happens when you offer something to God? He doesn't need anything. Then what does he do? So Naeva Atmana Prabhu Nija Labha Purna Manam Jana Obidusa. Because we have a fault, we have some bad intention or contamination. Even the money you get, you don't know where it's coming from. Whatever, there's so much contamination. Your mental attitude. Should I give everything? Okay, we need the temple, need the money. I just had the $100. I made it in a whole week. But they need the money. Okay, I'll give 50. Okay, give 50. Then while driving back, why did I give 50? I should have given 20. You have a problem within you. Oh, it's okay, but I could have given less. Now I'll have no money, like $50, I have to pay the bill and now I'll be zero. This kind of back and forth, so many times goes. Here, this nirmama, the word is, Krishna is only interested what you have at this moment in your life, what you do with it, that's all. Whatever you have your mind, you have your intelligence, you have your body. If you are engaging this, now Yildar Prabhu thinks she is a Krishna devotee, those two children are Krishna devotee, I must earn money to maintain Krishna's family. Then Krishna is thinking, okay, he's helping my family. Now if he thinks like, what I have to do for my daughter, for my son, then it's his world, not Krishna's world. And Krishna pays attention. Do not take it easily. Krishna really pays attention, your intention. Three things. Everybody say. Krishna watches, louder. Our intention, our attention, our affection. So whatever you're doing, what is your intention? He knows. First of all, you cannot cheat him because he knows what you are thinking. You cannot cheat him. So if you have a good intention and while you are giving, if you have a attention and if you have a good feeling to give it, or if you like, gosh, I promise my president to give this much, I guess I have to give, what can I do, even though I pledged a little higher than I thought I could. Or maybe she will forget, the president will forget, I don't have to give. Krishna pays attention, Prabhu. Krishna pays intention. We can never cheat Krishna. We should come to that understanding. So nirmama here means Arjuna is going to fight. Whether he will fight for Krishna or he will fight for Maya, that is up to Arjuna. Krishna will not force Arjuna to fight for him. Arjuna has a free will. We all have a free will. Krishna can help you to give some idea and philosophical discussion, but Krishna will never make decision for you. Everybody understand that point? Krishna will never make decision for you. You have to decide how you want to approach him, how you want to come in your spiritual path. Otherwise, what is the value of free will? Krishna will never intervene. That's why the process is harder. Because we have to come on our own. You remember that example that Prabhupada said? Putting a gun at the forehead of a girl and say, you love me or I'll kill you. What's wrong with that picture? You love me or I'll kill you. Is that okay? Why? Why is not okay? Because love is a free choice. You cannot impose, you cannot force somebody to love. So that's why Prabhupada said the free will is the most value we have, Krishna given us. We should appreciate that and we should thank him for giving that. Otherwise, what's the value of life if we don't have a choice? So this is where Krishna is putting. And then the last word, Prabhu, go ahead. Very good. So here, this verse, if you can, just memorize this. This verse is so good, beautiful. So there are 4 lines. I'm going to touch base one more time because I love this verse. So first Krishna says, last word, Juddhasya Vigata Jara. Juddhasya Vigata Jara means, what should you do, Arjuna? Fight. How to fight in Vigata Jara? By giving up lethargy. So this is talking about giving up. What is lethargy? What mode is this? Tamagun. Very good. Ignorance. See, in this verse, there is a 3 modes is playing. And Krishna says you have to get out of these 3 modes in order to please. So the last line, Krishna says, you want to, like, if you give everything, you know, say for an example, you donated your house to Krishna. Krishna, from today is your house. Okay, there is some dirt, need to be cleaned, or the electricity bill is not paid. It's Krishna's house, he will take care. This is not Krishna consciousness. Everybody understanding? Krishna says, no, you pay the bill, you go earn. It is my house, but your duty is as a servant to act. It's like, but you are the owner, you should arrange it. Then what is the use of you? Surrender means you have to offer it, but you have to act as a servant. You follow? So that's called Tamagun, 3rd one. That if you don't fight due to laziness, so that's, and then Rajagun, which one? The verse line before that. Nirasi nirmama bhutta. Nirasi, to have asha, desire, you know, when you have a, when you have a child, you have an affection. What else you have? Possessiveness. It's my child. Why you love your child? It's my child. What are you talking about? Because you have that possessiveness. So Krishna is speaking here, nirmama, no possessive. You know, it was my car, I gave to Krishna. What am I saying? I'm showing off that it was my car, I gave it to Krishna. But the idea is that we have to have a very clear. So Krishna says, Nirashi, don't desire that, Krishna, I gave all my savings account, $10,000, I gave it to you. And I have really need right now. What are you going to do for me? Is that a donation? Is that a donation was like selfless giving, or there is some condition? Everybody understand? I gave my life. Actually, one devotee told me, I gave my whole life, young life in New Vrindavan. I served. What did I get? I said, oh, you're supposed to get something? I didn't know. What are you supposed to get? Unfortunately, the devotee passed away, and I felt bad that when he was in confusion, then he left this world. It's not a good time to leave. You should get out of it. But anyway, these things will pop. So we have to have a clear understanding what surrender means. So Krishna says, Nirashi Nirmama Bhutta. So don't expect some result when you give your life or donation to Krishna. You follow? Don't expect something back. Give yourself without taking anything. Can you remember that? Give yourself without taking anything. That is the real giving. I'll give you $10, but every time you see me smile, okay? It's not a giving really. It's like a private, what do you call, business. That you do this for me, I do this for you. So here, Nirashi Nirmama it's created by modes of passion, Rajagun. You follow? So Krishna says, first one, he said Tamagun, the last word, that don't be lazy. It's a Tamagun. And then second one, he says, don't have your possession, also expectation. You know, I'm going to fight for you. What am I going to get after that? This is not this is Rajagun creation, business trade or something. Then the second line, Sannasa Adhatma Chetasa. This is Sattvagun. How? Sannasa Adhatma Chetasa, when we refers to one comes to spiritual consciousness, that is not just coming to goodness, but going beyond goodness. Because in goodness, one still have an attachment to worldly things. Sannasa Adhatma Chetasa means be conscious, because Krishna is God, so give him. You are giving like that. So, okay, that's not bad idea. But actually, I'm giving him because he's my beloved. I'm his servant. I love him. Giving. That mood is above the three modes. So Krishna is saying in this verse, get above Tamagun, Rajagun, Sattvagun. Go to pure goodness. Everybody is familiar with the pure goodness? Everybody is familiar? Pure goodness where Krishna exists. If you are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Who is chanting, Prabhu? I'm chanting. What are you chanting? I'm trying to finish my rounds. Krishna is not there. It's an alphabet coming. When I have a devotional attitude, before you start chanting, whose name is supposed to be? Guru. Guru. Without Guru, you do not have access to Krishna. You chant Prabhupada's name. Prabhupada is Shiksha Guru for everybody. For 10,000 years, Prabhupada even said that. It was very merciful. So when you're approaching through a pure Guru, advanced Guru, then where is Golok Vrindavan? Everywhere. Adi Lila chapter 5, 18 verse. Sarvaga Tanusama Upari Adha Bepiache Ananta Asima. Golok Vrindavan is everywhere. Golok Vrindavan is not a physical, like I mentioned that where is Mexico? South of America. It's a geographical map. You follow? Where is Canada? Is the north of America. Okay, that's a geographical calculation. In the geography map, world map, you will see Canada is here, then America, then Mexico. Where is Golok Vrindavan? It's not a geographical location. Everybody understanding that point? Krishna lives. Krishna exists. It's another level of reality. Can you remember that? It's another level of reality. It's not a physical location. Krishna is everywhere, but if you have access of that level of reality, you can approach him by sitting here. You don't have to enter into Golok Vrindavan to be in Golok Vrindavan. How do you have access? Through Guru. And two things. What else you need? Devotional attitude, service attitude. I want to serve. I want to serve under Guru Dev. I want to serve under Prabhupada. So he wants me to serve. Okay, I'm going to serve. Now you're going to chant Panchatattva's name and then Hare Krishna Mahamatra. That time, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Bhaktamukhe aise naam goloka hoite, Atma hoite deho bepi nachi jibba dite. That Krishna name, holy name, can come down from that reality to here and enter in you and spread all over your body from the soul and dances on your tongue. The holy name can dance on your tongue. When? That is pure goodness. That name, that time chanting that name is pure name. Everybody understanding? This, if you endeavor like this, you will be able to get it. It's very important. Okay. So the point was that Krishna is saying that you have to go above the three modes in this verse to the final, that just do it. And that's why Prabhupada gave that example like a military. No choice, just do it. It's not that we don't have a choice, but in our sadhana, just do it. I don't feel good. Just chant. Well, I need to like think about it. No, just chant. Just do it. And you will come out all this laziness because Tamagun will pull you down, not feeling good. Just say it. Bhakti does not sustain. Can you say it loudly? On mental emotion or tribulation, but by conviction, dedication, determination. How do you get it? How do you get the determination and conviction? Through inner connection. Just do it. That's good. But following the order, Prabhupada said to chant, okay, we're just going to chant. Whether you mentally feel good or not feel good, don't care for this. Just like a military camp. That's why Prabhupada gave that word, military. Just get up and keep running, marching, or do whatever, I don't know. I'm sure everybody's familiar what they do in military. So it's very interesting how Prabhupada said that. Okay. So we go to the next one. Oh, there was one little more note I made. What is the difference between spiritual and devotional? Okay, I give you a little tips. Huh? That's good. That's a good thought. Yes, very close. Little more. When our activity, under guidance activity, focus on pleasing Krishna, I may be in Tamagun. I may be like a lazy, but still I'm trying to chant. Am I in transcendental position? No. I'm not above the three modes. I still have Tamagun. I feel it like a laziness, tired, falling asleep, dozing off, whatever. But I'm still trying to chant. I'm still devotional. You follow? I'm still devotional because I'm trying to follow Prabhupada. Even though I'm Hare Krishna. Did you see me? No. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So I'm still devotional. Everybody understanding? I may have a modes. In one sense, if we keep on doing this, what will happen? All these modes will disappear eventually. You follow? And we will come to the pure goodness. Spiritual means I'm very serious meditating, but I'm not having any feeling to serve the Lord or anything. Like a Brahmavadi, Paramatmavadi, Yogi, they are all spiritual. You follow? But they're not devotional. Everybody understand the distinction? There's a big distinction, is inner intention and where they're focusing. Okay, good. Okay, next verse together. Jeme matam idam nittam anotishtanti manavaha Sadhanato nasayanto mochante te pikarmabhi. Oh, you don't have a Bhagavad Gita? Is there any extra? No. It's okay. Okay, this is in chapter 3, text 31. What is your name, Prabhu? Jain. Oh, I thought it was a girl's name, but anyway, okay. That's okay. Yeah. So verse 30, 31, right? Mother, you can you read? Or one of you can read. The verse number should be same, whether it's a different book or not. Okay. Yeah. Jeme matam idam nittam. Is that the verse? Okay. Please read the translation. Okay, it's a very key point. There is a very important point. Here it says, whoever following the teachings, you need some component with you. Like when you go for shopping, you need, what do you need? Credit card. Imagine you went for shopping, but you don't have any money. How are you going to do shopping? These are like all component. Means shopping is not itself. Oh, I'm here for shopping. That doesn't mean you'll be shopping. You need money too. So when you want to follow this, you have to have a faith. Faith is a component. And without envy. They're not same thing. They're completely different. It's very interesting how Krishna put those. And then you become free from the bondage of fruity work. If you have these two things, everybody understand from the translation? Read this again one more time so everybody can hear it. Okay, hold on. So there's a three now. We have to follow the injunction that is given, not anything I want to do. Anything Krishna is saying to do, that's one. Second, with faith. Third, without envy. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, that's the result. We want the result, but we have to get those with us in order to get the result free. Free will not come unless you have these three things. What are the three things? Very good. Okay. Purport.
As the Vedas are eternal, so the truth of Krishna consciousness is also eternal. One should have firm faith in this injunction without envying the Lord. There are many philosophers who write comments on the Bhagavad Gita, but have no faith in Krishna. They will never be liberated from the bondage of foolish action. But an ordinary man with firm faith in the eternal injunction of the Lord, even though unable to execute such orders, becomes liberated from the bondage of the law of karma. In the beginning of Krishna consciousness, one may not fully discharge the injunctions of the Lord, but because one is not resentful of this principle and works sincerely, without consideration of defeat and hopelessness, he will surely be promoted to the state of pure Krishna consciousness.
Very good. Now, because of the, each verse, when you break down and understand, is very tasty, like a candy. You can actually chew it. I mean, I feel that way. It's like a child tasting candy. This verse is like a candy to me. The whole Bhagavad Gita, but you have to break it down, for me, to break it down. So here is a very key point. Try to apply this in your life. Bhishma Dev and Duryodhana, was there with the Pandavas or opposite party? They are together. Bhishma Dev was against the Pandava, Duryodhana also against the Pandava. But Bhishma Dev got success, Duryodhana did not get success. Wait, but they both are on the enemy side. Try to see this picture and apply this verse. Here it says, follow the injunction, and two components you have to have. One is faith and no envy. So, did Duryodhana had a envy? Yes. Did Bhishma Dev had a envy? No. See, this is a very, very subtle thing within us. When we think of approaching or thinking of Krishna or Guru or Prabhupada, we have to examine our heart, even with the devotees. Then you will never commit offense if you remember this sloka. So here is a good example. Why this is a big deal? Because it's called resentment. You know, you heard the word resentment. You're like angry, you hate. Krishna, why you are the God? And I'm like a servant. No, servant and master in this world is bad. It's true. Because in American history, we have slavery. You can read, I mean, anywhere in the world, nobody likes to be servant. The word servant has a connotation. But we are talking about Krishna. He is the sweet beloved. Our relationship, servant and master, not like that, between the lover and beloved. Try to understand that point. We follow. Bhishma Dev knew this secret. Bhishma Dev knows Krishna is the cause of this war. Bhishma Dev knew that Krishna actually behind shooting on me. Arjuna is shooting, but it is Krishna who started. He knows. But he never accused and hated Krishna for it. Why? Because, for an example, I give you an example so you can grasp it. Say, who do I example? Mr. Das. Mr. Das, he robbed somebody's house in Alachua. Now, Mr. Das, he robbed, and police was called, and police came and arrested him, handcuffed, and put him in the back of the car, and he's getting like a pain, cannot move, and then put him in a jail, it's like, and he got abused by the inmates. This has happened. It's true. I know one person died here. He told us this story. Prison is not a good place, but it's anyway. So then finally he comes to the judge after whatever 2 weeks or something. You follow the court session. Judge says, okay, you are guilty of this crime. You will be 5 years in jail. And then his mother comes. This judge is the cause of my son's pain. Is it true or not? Tribikram Prabhu. But judge is the one who made this. Okay, then police is the one. If police did not arrest me, then I would not be in jail. Yes or no? So where should we go to understand this? Huh? Person's consciousness was stole, but that was not focus in this world. Now you put Krishna as the judge. Material nature, police. And we are all criminal. Now, Duryodhana saw Krishna and he actually said like this in the court. He wanted to punish Krishna, put him in dungeon. Because he said, Duryodhana and Karna also, they all supported. He said, he is the cause of all this Pandava's power. We should bind him and put him in dungeon. It's like saying this judge should be killed so he cannot punish anybody. Baba, what judge is doing? Now, look at what Bhishma Dev did. Bhishma Dev is also in the criminal field, you can say. He is against Pandava. But he came and pleaded to the judge, I'm sorry, I have done wrong. It is not proper to steal somebody's property. Please forgive me. I'll train myself. I need help so that I can never do any more bad. When judge hears like this, is a fact. I know a story. It's happened in Gainesville. When judge hears it, he said, okay, how many years you are prison? 5 years. Okay, you'll be released after 5 months. 5 years went to 5 months, just like this. Why? Because mercy is more than justice. It makes sense? So Bhishma Dev is in the against Pandavas, but he never accused Krishna. Something we can learn. This verse is saying, and he never envy. Even though he knows, he told Yudhishthira that Krishna is the root cause of everything. And Krishna also said, he is the cause of all causes. Isn't Brahmaji also says, Sarva Karana Karanam. So this is, we can learn from this verse, if we can just do 2 things, never hate or grudge, resentment against Krishna. I am so nicely praying to Krishna. I'm seriously chanting. Why Krishna is not giving me what I need? You know what I'm saying? That Krishna doesn't understand. Krishna's judgment is bad. I'm accusing him. Is that a good way to look at Krishna? You never heard anybody ever accuse Krishna within the devotee community? Sure. They don't say it because you'll start judging them. But inside they think, Krishna, I was so nice, chanting every day, 60 now nicely, following faculty principle. Why did the cop give me ticket? I was going just little speed up. It was 60, I went 100. You know, Krishna, but you understand, you know, I'm a nice devotee, you understand. Why did you give me the ticket? This is called resentment. And we do. I did also. I'm guilty of that. I remember. And nowadays I talk to myself, like, why you come up with this? Just because you're chanting nicely, you're following this, and Krishna should, like, even if you do wrong, Krishna should say, okay, police is not seeing you, just go. This is not a good mentality. You follow? So Bhishma Dev is a perfect mentality, and Duryodhana is the crime of this sloka. And he suffered. This is a wonderful. Okay. Because of the time, should we stop here, 7:29, or do one more, as you wish? Is that okay, Mother Darshini? Okay, let's do that one more. Oh, I just wanted to say something. I just wrote here, very nice. Krishna is like a judge. Yes, we say that. But I really want everybody to write it in their heart. That when we understand that Krishna is not the cause, then we can avoid resentment. Means you take the blame yourself why you are in the material world. This is number 1 point. Second, when you understand Krishna is the cure, this is what Bhishma Dev said. Bhishma Dev saw Krishna is the cure of my problem. Even though I'm in a wrong side, I support Draupadi's disrobe, and he is aware of it. Of course, there is a Krishna's plan. He is a pure devotee, but still he's playing the role. But what Bhishma Dev did, wonderful. He said, Krishna is, I'm not focusing on Krishna is the cause. Even though he knows, he said, I'm focusing Krishna is the cure. You follow? Then he says, we wholeheartedly take shelter of him. And he did these 3 things. He became the successor. He's glorified. We glorify Bhishma Dev, even though he was against Krishna's party. Who can tell me 3 things that Bhishma Dev did? Something we can apply in our life. Otherwise, you will have anger. Something not going well. You think like Krishna is not listening my prayer. Does he listen really? Or is it like a statue? This kind of doubt. So what are the 3 things? Always remember. First is, if we cannot, even though we know he's the cause, but do not accuse him. When you avoid resentment, envy means, you understand envy means? When somebody has a rightful ownership to possess something, like Krishna is the controller. That's his rightful ownership. It's not like somebody made Krishna to control everything. No, that's what he is. He made himself. He's the supreme controller. He's eternally controller. Can you give that position to him? I mean, he is already there. Who are you to give him? But allow your mind. Yes, whatever you're doing, whatever is happening in my life, you controlling, it's okay. It's good. It's all good because you are merciful. Can you speak to yourself like this? Just accept whatever Krishna is doing in your life, it is all good. Because he is the very merciful, affectionate, even though he is a supreme controller. So Bhishmadev says, first thing, avoid resentment. Means no anger, no envy to him. First. Second, he said, see Krishna as a cure. Can you remember? Cure, you know cure? Like a doctor, medicine. Krishna is the cure more for my problem. Whatever reason I am here struggling, he is the cure. He will cure. He will give me the ultimate good. Third, wholeheartedly take shelter of him. You do three things, you will be glorified. You'll be glorious to Krishna's eye. Krishna wants that. So this is from this verse we get. Everybody got it? Good. Sorry. Text 32 will end after that. Together. Jeto etad abhasayanto nano tishtanti me matam sarvagena vimodangstan vidhinastan acetasaha. Who is going to read? Someone volunteer?
Of those who disregard these teachings, not follow them, are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, be fooled and ruined in their endeavor for perfection.
Oh, it says here, doomed to ignorance and bondage. It's interesting. So what do you get? This is just the opposite to the other verse. Now, if you don't do the third verse, we said the three things you do. What is that? Don't hold resentment to Krishna first. Second was, see Krishna as a cure. Always think Krishna is doing good for me. Even though you're suffering, you think Krishna is taking care. It could be worse, Krishna is taking care. And third is, take shelter of him. Chant his name. So if you don't have a faith and you are envious, then what will happen? This verse is saying. It's just the opposite. Okay? The purport?
The Pran the greatest punishment for disobedience to the order of the executive head. So there is certainly punishment for the disobedience of the order of the supreme personality of God. A disobedient person, however great he may be, is ignorant of his own self, of the supreme Brahman and Paramatma and the personality of God, due to a vacant heart. Therefore, there is no hope of perfection of the life for him.
Very nice. Srila Prabhupada translate, without Krishna consciousness, therefore all their endeavor become ruined. It's futile. Imagine you're a millionaire this life, you work so hard, finally you are old, you're ready to enjoy, you just death came. Death said, I'm sorry, I came here to take you. You worked so hard all life. Well, sorry. And then next life, you come back in a poor neighborhood and somebody said, last life you had that big mansion. What? That was mine? Yeah, and the bank account, all is yours. But now you're in this life. Oh, that's not fair. You know, like you will go crazy if you could really see it. I mean, devotee will not go crazy because they have been dependent on Krishna. So here in this verse is very nice. Krishna is telling ultimately everything is meant to offer to Krishna. And if we try to withdraw it to our own shallow isolation, self-centered enjoyment, then whatever knowledge we acquire, whatever other endeavor, all those will be lost. It's so nice that this discussion that we have, even if we die tonight, nothing is lost. It will go with us. Isn't it so nice? Next life when you come, wherever you come, Krishna will give, again you start and you will have all the knowledge fresh. Nothing is lost. So wonderful. Gajendra is a good example, but he committed offense. That's why he had to like go through some struggle. But he remembers everything he did previous life. This is so nice, Krishna consciousness. So more we understand this, but atheistic in this purport, atheistic idea is that if they don't believe God, no soul, only this life is everything, then what do? You're like gloomy, doomed. So one who rejects Krishna will not achieve ultimate perfection, and that person will stay in the bondage of material existence. So in this way, Krishna exhorts Arjuna to continue Karma Yoga and gradually rise Bhakti Yoga. So next week we'll start from text 33. Is that okay? Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Bhakshakalpatra, Srikipasindha Vacha, Patitanam Pavane Vaishnave Bho Namo Namo. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. We are going to just chant 1 minute and then we'll end it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gaura Pramanam Hare Hare.